Tokyo Game Show is on right now. In Tokyo, Mary Kish is there. Justin Haywald is there. Alexa Ray Correa is there.
Technically, it doesn't start until Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is pre-Tokyo Game Show?
Pre-TGS.
Yeah. Pre-TGS is on right now, kids. And I got Peter Brown and Mike Mahardy here to tell us all about all that Sony news. You were here late last night, is that correct?
Yep.
Looking up all that Sony news?
Yeah, I got in for TGS and then stayed for Destiny.
Nice.
So
yeah. you're running on fumes right now. It's been like 12 hours.
I got some sleep.
Oh, you did?
More than Tay.
Correct.
But yeah, Tokyo Game Show was a lot. Sony just kind of came out and just showed trailer after trailer after trailer without much talking.
Yes, I hear they would walk people out. Was it Shuei came out and then said, here's a trailer for this, and then the trailer played, and then he came out and said, here's a trailer for this.
What was weird is that every time he came out and said something, he dropped the mic every time. Like
dropped the mic?
It loses its imp. No, but could you imagine if every time he said something, he did that? People would be like, all right, we get it.
I would have stayed up to watch it, but I didn't. But I watched the news on GameSpot.com today, and the first thing I saw was the first thing I saw, which I cared about, was that they're making really sexy colored PlayStation 4s. Peter, you have some really nice colored PlayStation 2s and stuff locked away in your house. Are you excited about colored PS4s?
No.
Really?
It's not really
colored colors.
It's not colored PS4s. It's colored plates.
It's like
for your black or white PS4.
But look, it looks like an Apple commercial, so it must be good.
Play colorful.
Look at it.
No, it's cool.
The red and black.
Look, it's fine. I mean, I'm more enticed by the controllers, which maybe there's really no difference between one offering or the other, but I think the controllers look kind of classy, if I'm honest.
So the faceplates. This is the HDD version of the PS4.
But
isn't that a weird title?
It's a weird title, but do we actually know that they're not going to work on the original? Because they'd be alienating everyone who didn't buy PS4 until the last month. Because that version technically just came out. And it's like slightly different in some dimensions, but...
Is it easier to take off the outside? Because it is actually not that hard to open up the PS4.
It's not any different.
To replace a hard drive, it's a relatively... In comparison to the PS3, it's a relatively simple procedure.
PS3 is pretty easy, man.
It's 20, so it's like $20 or so there, or like I don't know how yen works.
Yeah, right now it's about $20.
Okay.
It's about 110 yen to the dollar.
50,000 yen.
That sounds wrong.
Bless your heart.
That sounds wrong. Why is this only coming out in Japan?
Yeah, I'll give it time. It'll come out here.
So is this going to be like PlayStation TV or PS Vita TV or whatever they ended up calling it? This stuff just only gets, like, is Japan like a testing ground, or do they just love their own, I guess, home audience so much that they make sure this stuff gets in first?
They've been doing this for years. Japanese companies typically release stuff over there first. So, and look, I mean, I think if you look at the market right now in Japan, console sales are down. So this and some of the other things they announced are kind of, I think, a good initiative to bump up interest and maybe capture an audience that wasn't there to begin with.
All right, let's talk about sexy controllers, which you seem to like. So it's coming out in gold, silver, steel black, and my favorite, look at that, crystal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite, Mike?
A lot of people have been saying they like the crystal. I don't like it. It kind of reminds me of those cheap Mad Catz controllers.
Don't you talk ill about Mad Catz.
I really like the silver.
You like the silver one?
Yeah, the steel black is kind of...
The silver one looks too much like the white one, which they already have.
Yeah, I can see that, but maybe if it's shiny enough.
Gold is too pretentious.
I don't think I can pull off
call me
gold.
pretentious.
I don't think I can pull off gold. Like I would love to walk around San Francisco on a chain almost.
Yeah.
And then just see what people think, and then start using it.
People would think it was fine because jerks around here ride those dumb scooter things you stand on. The black one looks like just a regular control. I need to see a side by side to see how different that looks. But the crystal one, it's like that. Bauman was saying, it's like that goofy N64 see-through one.
Yeah.
Remember that?
There were a bunch of those.
I had like 3 different ones, those. And
yeah.
I liked them when I was
PlayStation 2 had a
young.
bunch as well.
You can see the inside of the controller. You don't like that at all? Not a fan? I got a blue
maybe it'll grow
PS4
on me.
controller. That's how much I care about color.
I have a red one.
There's a red one?
I have a white one.
I don't know if it's out here yet. Someone got it for me as a gift when they were in Japan.
Jesus.
Back then.
Long
Yeah,
ago.
I'm so connected. And just friends all over the world.
Well, excuse us.
Buy me things.
Unbelievable.
I have not seen that. Can I borrow it?
No, because you'll never see it again.
Yeah.
PlayStation VR. That's a name that they probably had 50 hours worth of meetings for, which is the most basic. I liked Project Morpheus. I'd gotten used to it.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think it'll make sense to a broader audience now, especially when like the main challenge of VR is trying to, communicate it to the general public who might otherwise not spend the money. Which I don't know that
just fuck all, basically.
Yeah, it means take the blue pill, take the red pill.
Yeah.
Jacking into the Matrix. That's what it means. The PlayStation Trinity, the PlayStation Neo. They could have gone with any of them. They just didn't get Lawrence Fishburne's sign off, I guess. it's cool technology. Do you think, when I think about them calling it the PlayStation VR, it's like they're trying to address that problem that, the Wii U sort of bumped into a little bit, where they want to say it's something different and new, but it's like it's associated with the PlayStation. It's not just like this wholly separate thing. It's almost like the inverted problem that the Wii U had. One of the quotes we have here is, the name PlayStation VR not only directly expresses an entirely new experience from PlayStation that allows players to feel as if they are physically inside a virtual world of a game. So that's
See how
an
that
entirely new feels like a stretch, considering you need a PS4 and presumably Move controllers to get this thing to work. They haven't released a release date or anything. Peter, you follow VR stuff quite a lot. You're very much like early on in terms of Oculus and things like that. How far away do you think PlayStation VR is? Because I feel like every time we go to an event, there's like more and more stations showing Morpheus to people. PlayStation VR to people.
I think we'll start seeing it pop up in stores and have like demo kiosks for people to give it a try. So that, it'd be really smart for Sony to do that. I'd say this upcoming summer, summer 2016.
Yeah.
I imagine a fall 2016 launch. That's my optimistic outlook. If they wait much longer than that, they're going to run into the problem of announcing this thing too soon, showing too many of the same things too often. People want to get their hands on this stuff to get excited about it. They don't want to watch a trailer or schmucks like us telling them why it's great when they can't try it.
And next year, Oculus and Valve are also going to have versions of their hardware out as well for people to
Valve
purchase.
is, I think they said January now. Initially it was November. I think some devs are getting it early in November still. Q1 is still the deal for Oculus. Sony has the advantage, I think, for some consumers because the PlayStation brand is more recognizable than Oculus or Valve.
Yeah.
Those are very enthusiast kind of brands.
Was Shuhei on the cover of Time, though? Jumping on a beach?
Flapping like
I want to see that.
like a bird on a beach.
Flapping Shuhei. Another, I guess, this is sort of more to do with the Japanese market than ours, certainly, which is that there has been a price drop for PS4 as well. If you convert it to USD, it's now $292, down from $334. Sort of piecemeal price cut you tend to see after a year or two on most consoles.
It's interesting if you actually look at that price. A lot of Japanese price tags include tax before the price, so that may even be cheaper equivalent if you take the tax differences into account.
Off as well. So it's PS4 struggling a little bit in Japan. Just
pretty much all
consoles are, right? Like mobile gaming is a massive pull for them now as well.
Yeah, you've got games like Puzzles and Dragons dominating the gaming landscape over there, and Xbox is selling hundreds of units per week, which is nothing.
Yeah.
But the 3DS is like dominating, So yeah, I think this is sort of like the Colors introducing those. It's a good way for them to stoke interest for new consumers. But I think it'd be strange if we didn't see something else happen for Europe and North America. You've got Paris Game Week coming up. Maybe Sony will say something there for Europe. Got the PlayStation experience coming up in December for North America. Maybe we'll hear something about that there. So this could be an indication of Sony's moving across the board rather than just in Japan. But this is Japan's biggest gaming event. This is their time to say we still matter in the global gaming landscape. So gives them a sense of pride perhaps, and shows that Sony cares about them still.
Yeah. Same reason Microsoft always do a FIFA bundle at Gamescom for here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, Europe. Thanks very much, Peter Brown, Mike Mahardy, for coming on, talking all about Tokyo Game Show and all the news coming out there. Of course, we have boots on the ground in Tokyo as well all week. So make sure you check GameSpot.com for all the latest news and video features for stuff that's coming out of Tokyo Game Show.